Hello and welcome to another episode of Alshaya Day Trip Productions. Today is Monday, September 23rd, 2024. It's going to be a little bit of a different kind of video today. I got some things I got to take care of around the house tomorrow. So today I'm just going to go out and do a little shopping, to do a little landscape shopping as fall has just begun. Admittedly, yesterday was a little warm. I did a lot of work in the yard that took all day, just digging up roots from stumps and all that. So I decided I'm gonna kind of go back out to Home Depot, Lowe's possibly, and also I figured I might just stop by and do a little bit more Halloween shopping. I think I'm gonna go back out to Party City just to kind of check in a little bit. When I was out there, I guess about a month ago now or so, probably 3-4 weeks ago. Looks like they didn't have everything out. So I'm gonna go back out there today and just take a look around. I'm actually looking for a particular item that they had last year, but I don't know if they're gonna have it this year. So I'm just gonna go out there and take a look. But I also wanted to show here, behind me, as you can see. So I went to Walmart, I think it was last Thursday, picked up a few items. I wasn't planning on doing any Halloween shopping out there, but I figured since I was out there, I'd take a look around. They had quite a bit. Usually, I think if you're gonna have like a Halloween party or something, might be an option if you want to go out there and just look for some, I don't know, Halloween related stuff, stuff that's not expensive, just to use for like a day or so. But I did want to show off for you what I got right here. This is, as you can see, a light up skull. And this item here was $10. And right next to it, I got another pumpkin, and this was also $10. And this is part of their way to celebrate holiday seasonal items that they have out there at Walmart. And this is ceramic. It's also, as mentioned, it's $10. And right next to it, I had bought a little skull. I like more lavender than purple, but I thought this was pretty neat. So I bought this, and this was $5. And I also bought a tumbler, and don't know if you quite make it out, but that's a skull in there, and that was, I believe it was $6 something, almost $7 for that. So yeah, I didn't really, like I said, I wasn't planning on doing any Halloween shopping at Walmart, but I was out there, and it's kind of like when you first walk in the door, they had a little section, then back a ways they had a little bit more. So those were the 3 pieces in one tumbler that I thought were most interesting. So I just wanted to show off that a little bit. So yeah, like I say, this is going to be a little bit different video today. I wasn't going to do any landscaping. This is something that I do pretty much every year. Haven't been real successful at it, but I figured, why not? I plan on being in this house probably for a few more years at least, so might as well give it another shot just to see what's out there. I did buy a few plants already, and I was going to put them in the front yard, and I said no, I'm going to just go ahead and put them in the backyard. But then that starts opening up other can of worms, so I'm just going to kind of go out there and just look around. I got a few items in particular that I need, so let's roll. Alright, so I made my way once again out to Home Depot here in Rogers, Arkansas. And just want to say, just to mention that if I seem like I'm rambling on in the intro a little bit, because I'm just a little bit hyped up on coffee. I had, as mentioned, worked in the yard all day yesterday, and it was hot. So this morning I probably had about, 3 cups of the Starbucks brand coffee that I just made at home. So I'm really hyped up. Starting to calm down a little bit, but I'm about ready to have to find my energy again out here. So just kind of load up a few things. And just want to show, looking outside, that it looks like it's gonna rain today. So I'm gonna have to make my way in quick. Just kind of get what I need. Just maybe see around if they have some trees out here. I'm more than likely will probably get one. Lowell's had some trees out, but of course it was been hot past few days, so those trees look like they've seen better days. I was also at another nursery, and their trees are usually real big, and the smaller ones they had were also looking a little puny, just because it's just too hot right now. It was yesterday. So I'm just gonna walk in here and just kind of take a look around and just kind of see what we see. Okay, so the first thing I gotta pick up out here, so I need some soil. I need to put a small plant. It's actually a small magnolia that I want to put in a pot for the year, since it's getting to be fall time now, and I don't want to put it in the ground just yet. Something I could put in the ground next spring. Okay, so I loaded up my 2 bags of dirt I got, so now I'm just going to kind of browse around a little bit, see if we got anything interesting out here. Doesn't look like they got too much going on right now, and so we're at the end of September, so kind of a little depressing not to see too many trees out. They may have some smaller stuff on the other side, so I might want to make my way around over there. And these are chas trees, and chas trees, they're really, really, really good. They grow really easy, but they're kind of those kind of plants you gotta cut down pretty much to the ground, and they grow back up, because if you don't cut them, they just kind of go all over the place. Okay, so over here we always got the popular choice of crepe myrtles, and it's probably not the best time of year to plant those. These are actually a spring and summer plant. These are also another kind of plant that you pretty much can cut down to the ground and they just grow back. Matter of fact, you're pretty much going to want to cut them down because they grow from the ground up. So if you don't cut them down, you're going to have a bunch of just sticks kind of sticking up, then you get it growing up from the ground again. I don't do crepe myrtles because Japanese beetles love them and they will absolutely desecrate these kind of plants, so I don't plant them. But they are a good choice. You can cut them down, keep the Japanese beetles off of them. And with me, I'm pretty much an evergreen person, and there's all sorts of variety of boxwoods that are a real good choice. Pretty easy to take care of. And they grow fast too, so if you're like me and you got a yard with a bunch of weeds, you need something to outgrow the weeds, that might be a good choice. And these here are baby gin boxwoods. Never heard of them before, but got all kinds of them. And of course you got your hollies. Now, the word about hollies is that they are extremely difficult to kill if you have a type that you're wanting to kind of get rid of, if it's grown in places that you don't want it to grow, or if it's just getting some kind of disease. They're pretty hardy, but a word to the wise, they're extremely difficult to get rid of. The root system is pretty, there's a lot, pretty extensive root system on them. So if you want to get rid of it, you're pretty much going to have to cut it down all the way to the ground, and then probably take out the roots best you can. And I speak from experience, but these dwarf hollies might be a good choice, might be a little better option. I've tried those before, haven't had too much luck with them, but that's my fault, because you got to be careful kind of where you plant them. You don't want them to get stuck in standing water. They got a few choices out here. You got your holly needlepoint, Got your oak leaf holly, which can get pretty large. And as I mentioned in my last video I did from Home Depot, they do have a pumpkin selection out here in the garden area. Up there gives you some of the pricing information. So if you're into pumpkins and like to maybe purchase a few, you come out here. They got plenty of them. Okay, well, unfortunately I didn't find much in the way of plants, but so of course I had to stop by out in the Halloween section here and might pick up another item or two once I make my selection. Got a few options that I find rather interesting. And of course you can't go wrong with getting another pumpkin. It's always a nice option. Now I made a mistake the last time. The last big pumpkin I bought might have just been just a little too big, so I don't really have a place for it. This might be a little bit of a smaller option.
Play a game of peekaboo.
I drink every tavern dry and cut every enemy down till I'm satisfied. If it ain't partially gone,
I wanna be your teddy bear. My head is in so much pain. It feels like it is going to explode.
Well, hello. Okay, so I went to Home Depot, didn't quite find any plants that looked appealing to me. But of course I had to go in and do a little bit more Halloween shopping and picked up a few items, which of course I will show once I get home. Wasn't really intending on this to be a Halloween shopping experience, but you know, it's that time of the year, and I figured it would probably last me longer than the plants I buy, so it'll probably be more worth it to me than trying to buy plants, put them in the ground, and dig them up later because they just don't work or they die or what have you. So I am out here outside of Party City, and this Party City is near the Outlet Mall, and it's right next door to PetSmart. So gonna step in here for a few minutes, take a look around, see what we see.
Nobody leaves me. Nobody.
Well, hello. I have made it home from my little shopping trip today on this dreary Monday mid-afternoon. I had what intended to be a gardening, maybe possibly Halloween shopping, has turned into a total Halloween shopping experience once again. Went to Home Depot and just with the intention of maybe just seeing what kind of plants they had, and there was like bags of dirt I basically needed for my landscaping project I have going on. But of course, had to go through the Halloween section, which I did, and I was just to say, I was talking to a gentleman there, and he said this Home Depot has more Halloween stuff than any of the Halloween stores, and even Lowe's, which I agree. They are selling out quick though, so I noticed that a few of the animatronics that were there are no longer there. So if you're interested in doing a little bit of Halloween shopping, I suggest you move quick because things are selling out. I did just want to sit down and just kind of show off a little bit of the items that I have bought and Halloween related. And so I'm going to start here with another pumpkin I have bought at Home Depot. I'm not quite sure how much these were offhand, but you can always look online to get a little bit of information. The store I went to there in Rogers had a few of these left. These are the smaller ones. There's also a larger size pumpkin, but it's a light up pumpkin. So I kind of like that. So you just maybe just kind of put on your bookshelf, or even on, like in my case, I got my fireplace. Whatever you call that? What is that? The fireplace mantle. That's what you call it. And so I could just put this up there. So just gives you a little bit of just a little bit of Halloween ambiance, if you will. So I bought that. And also I have bought, now one thing about me, to be honest, I'm not really a big horror movie fan. I don't really watch a lot of horror movies yet. That's going to change because I figured, it's Halloween. Halloween doesn't necessarily have to be horror related, but why not? Anymore kind of goes hand in hand. But just before that, I wanted to mention that I do like humor. And I saw a couple items here that I thought were just pretty neat. They're animatronics, just small animatronics. I bought this guy here. It's motion sensitive, and I'm not quite sure how much he was, but just want to turn it on here.
Man, my head is killing me. My head is in so much pain. It feels like it is going to explode.
I thought that was pretty cute, so I went ahead and bought it, and it is motion activated. So just so you know, it will
My head is
run as
killing
much as there
me.
is motion to set it
My
up.
head is in so much pain. It feels...
Okay, enough of that. And then I had also bought this one. Now this one here, there was only one left, and so I went ahead and just snagged it up. So hit the little button here so you could, well actually it's on its paw.
Do you like your little teddy bear? How about
Now I think this one has a couple of sayings on it. So let's see if we can, I probably have to.
Do you want to cuddle with me?
So I thought that one was really cute, so I went ahead and purchased that one. And like I said, this was like the last one they had on the shelf, so I don't know. Of course, there's other Home Depots. I think there's one in Fayetteville, so if you're interested in that, you probably maybe get online or maybe just stop by the store and check it out, see if they got what you're what you're looking for. Okay, so my next stop after that was Party City. And of course, I also did a video previously at Party City, but I didn't feel that they had all their Halloween stuff out. So I went by there again today just to see what they had. And gotta say, they didn't really have a whole lot going on. I went to that store looking for one thing, and I did find it. But before that, I want to just show off. I did buy a couple of t-shirts, and got this one here, which is a Halloween, this is one of the movies I am planning on watching from start to finish, the original Halloween. Of course, I've seen edited versions of it on TV, but not the whole thing. So next, I have bought just another pumpkin t-shirt. So, and I bought all these at Party City, so they had a few. Not too many, but they did have a few options. And finally, I did buy this here, which is Chucky, and this is also going to be another, seen parts of this movie, the original movies, but haven't watched them all the way through, which I will be doing. But I have seen the first 2 seasons of the series, and I thought those were pretty good, so I figured this is what's getting me maybe checking out a little bit more of the horror kind of genre. So it's getting me kind of in the spirit of things with that. And of course, this is what I went out to Party City for. Had to get my very own Chucky doll. So this was like the only one they had on the shelves. I'm not sure if this was just like it. If there's any more, I don't know. But this guy right here, he was about $50, so a little pricey. Of course, they also had a Michael Myers doll, and they had a few of those, and they also had one Annabelle doll, which I believe is probably the one I showed in a previous video I did out there. So yeah. This guy here does have a few things. I think there's 3 of them. You have just the laugh.
Nobody leaves me. Nobody.
You got that.
I don't have a problem with killing. I like a little killing now and then. What's wrong with that?
So okay, so that is my Halloween shopping experience for the day. Not too sure how many more of these type of videos I'm going to do this year. Might pepper in a little bit every now and again, but it's expensive to do, and this is like the first year I've done a really Halloween shopping extravaganza. I don't really shop a lot, which is until now, basically. So yeah, that's going to do it all for me today. So until next time, bye.